So I had a quick question, just from a coach's perspective, because and just trying to understand even for fans, this rehydration thing. I know there's nothing implied in this fight, but Caleb's had like the IBF, and the IBF ruling had like strict next day rehydration clause. So for some hardcore fans to understand, this happens for a specific belt. And other fights, when it happens, I guess I'm just going straight for like the Tank and Ryan. Does rehydration clause and those things really affect fighters like next day?
You know what? I've had guys fight for the IBF belt, and what happens is you weigh in that morning. You have to be 10 pounds within the weigh-in weight. So if you fight at 154, you have to be 164 the next morning. I don't know all the parameters of the Tank and Ryan. That fight don't have anything to do with me. I just know they fighting at 136, and I heard it's a 10 pounds rehydration clause. But the most important thing is what time that you have to weigh in. I think people love to argue and gossip without finding out all the facts. So I really don't have an opinion of that, because if Ryan gets to weigh in at 146 the morning of the fight, he has all day to rehydrate. So he can come in the ring at 155 or 154 and be fine. You know what I mean? It's the weight that you get in the ring at. That's the most important weight. The weigh-in weight is all artificial. Caleb Plant is 168 literally for about an hour of his life. All he does is just make the weight real quick and just start drinking and get right back. I'm sure David, who's bigger than him, does the same thing. So 168 don't really mean nothing. It's what you get in the ring. Obviously, you got to make weight for your fight, and rehydration is super important. But the time that you have to weigh in is the most important thing. So until anybody knows what time Ryan and Tank have to do their rehydration clause agreement, it really doesn't make any sense to argue about it. Because if Ryan got to weigh in 146, let's say 8 o'clock in the morning, he's good. They don't fight until 12, 13 hours later. You could drink and do whatever you got to do, put all the carbs and fat and fluids in your body, and do whatever you got to do and get all of that back. You know what I mean? Now, if you got to weigh in 6 or 7 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening, that's different. You know what I mean? Then he could be compromised, because if you don't get the water on your brain, it affects you taking a punch. You don't want your brain rattling up against your skull with no water or nothing to protect it. But I don't know. As far as David, they say Caleb got all of the advantages in the negotiation, but there's no rehydration clause, so he can get as big as he want. You know what I mean? So that's just that. If the guy makes the weight, it's all fair in love and war. I know he's a bigger guy, but that's part of the game. If he struggles to make the weight, then it's a different story. So it goes both ways. It just depends on how your body, takes everything back in.
One of the most anticipated dog breedings has finally been confirmed. The pups from this pairing of Zeta and DMX will be born very soon. We are now accepting deposits. Our pups will come with ears cropped and a 2-year health guarantee. Get ahead of the pack on purchasing a puppy by contacting NWA Cane Corsos on Instagram at NWA Cane Corsos. Call or text 479-326-1603 with any questions. A guard dog is your first line of defense. These will be the right pups for the job.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.